That still didn't work. Keep going. Hey. Jesus Christ, that took longer than it should have. Okay. My pickaxe isn't... What the f... Jesus. Oh my god.
There should be some insect repellent in that red and white cross box in that room. Just in case those spiders found your flesh delicious. How does my brain flesh know your fluids are leaking? Because the red tricked you. The spidery tunnel was far from a necessary evil. More so, it served as well-deserved punishment. You thought my mind had been lost to the ravages of time, but poetic justice has struck with a sonnet and an eight-legged baptism of fire. With justice now served cold, I hope that we can be good friends. Now reclaim the key and go-go juice, and find a way to the mining monster.
Okay, there we go. Gas? Inuit Mythology, Christian Foresight, first published in 1903. Over the past 100 years, our people has seen something of a religious revelation. Excuse my complete butchering of this pronunciation. The Kalit, is how I'll say it, and Inuit in general might be said to have seen the error of our ways, and Christianity has become increasingly embraced throughout the Arctic communities. It is the purpose of this paper to explore the true roots of our long-held beliefs and to uncover how they might be justified today in our newfound enlightenment. As such, this essay will be the first I have written in English as opposed to our native Kalek. Yeah, sure. Okay, so Turngate is the thing that we're interested in. So I'll just read that one. Legends speak of disembodied spirits, malicious in nature, sabotaging tools, turning hunts bad, and at times even possessing the weak or unfortunate. A Turngak appears to have no recognized or agreed origin, both in terms of the legend itself and the individual being, causing great doubt to be entirely justifiable. Can we, in our Christian foresight, really believe in possessions and evil spirits? It seems perfectly clear to this writer that the real origin of the Turngate belief lies in the Christian demon. For as we are taught by the generous and selfless Moravian Church, without whose support our people would no doubt have starved many years ago, the demon is capable of possession and of countless other atrocities, which only the good Christian man can avoid through a lifetime of humility and devotion. Does this move? Yep. So I need to get over here, I guess. Okay. So how the do I get back out? Okay. So I have the key and I have the gas, so I just need to get back to the excavation. This is awkward. Run! So does the key go in there, maybe? Yes, okay. Mining machine won't start. Out of gas. The lid on the gas can is rusted shut. I'd better have something that can get it open or I'll be down here for a long time. You got the lid off. Okay.
You seek to find the truth behind all this mystery, and think it will set you free. But truth is relative, and relatives cannot be trusted to bring good gifts. What you seek lies in the shafts beyond this collapsing of the sky, and if you look closely, so do I. A century of days has passed since I saw this area last. The diseased ones sought to kill poor Red, but I took them on a wild poultry chase. They ended dead. They came from out the big metal door, but after all my years, I knew the cave's door. Hide and seek turned to seek and hide, and I buried them here beneath the solid rock sky.
Okay. Thanks, Red. Let's try the ignition key. Okay. Did I get all the way through? Okay. It seems so strange now to have been guided by a blind man, by a faceless stranger whose sanity was clearly waning, disposition unknown. For all I knew, this Red didn't even have a disposition to speak of, just a seething mass of conflicting emotions. I knew that my radio-reliant friend must have been cocooned nearby, and perhaps in finding him I would find myself one step closer to understanding what was going on. In just a couple of hours I would find what I was looking for, and with it would come answers. I didn't realize at the time that the answers I found would be for questions I hadn't even asked. Okay. Later, bitch. It must be my imagination, but it almost feels like there's warm air coming from down there. The door's sealed tight with no handle. How is it operated? A strange door with no handle or obvious way of opening it. Where does it lead? Okay. Don't know what that is, but it's not very subtle. Oh. I see. Did I seriously take damage from that door?
With my remaining ear to the ground, I hear your trembling Tootsies padding towards their final destination. Things come to those that wait, whether they want them or not, and soon I think your wait will be over. The great metal door in reality is calling you, just as the Reaper beckons me forward. I look forward to finally greeting you. I only hope I need not greet the Reaper man first.
Where the hell am I? Okay, so there's more doggies here. I think I need to go this way. Tool storage. Tool storage is always a good place to start looking. Can I get in here? I won't check just yet. Okay, screwdriver. Bolt cutters. And no first aid. Okay. Another security door. I need the code. Did I leave that open? Okay. Oh shit. So I can trap something in here, right? Okay, good to know. Can I get into shaft 13? I can, okay. These rocks look loose. I might be able to shift them, but they're more likely to bury me alive. Oh, I see. No, it's not letting me touch it. Okay. Right.
Unless my friends lie somewhere near you now. A friend in need is a friend indeed. But a friend that's dead is a poor conversationalist. May they rest in pieces, ruptured, decomposing pieces.
Blank note. I found a note, but as far as I can tell, there is no code written on it. I'm sure there is, though. 24th of February, 1972. I write this note in the knowledge that... I'm sorry, what? Try again. I write this note in the knowledge that it may well serve as my last will and testament. Myself and 3 other miners have been trapped beneath the main shaft to the surface for what we believe to be 3 days, but with no daylight and increasing dehydration, it's impossible to tell. The only thing keeping us alive is the hope that there could be a rescue team already on the way. We were also positive at the start, but that seems long ago now. Renton was the first to crack, sometime during the first night. We all just lay there, trying to sleep through the sound of his wailing and sobbing, trying to pretend his problems weren't our own, and that he was weak for having given up so soon. The fact was, he was dealing with the situation pretty realistically. Our chance of survival gets smaller every hour. Since then he hasn't said much, but the despair that gripped him seems to have spread through the rest of us like a cancer. We were such fools to ignore the foreman, and he paid for that with his life. When he started putting security code locks on all the doors, we thought he was crazy. There's only us down here after all, so why would we need codes to access places we were all allowed to go? He gave us all code sheets, made us swear to keep them safe. Mine hasn't left my locker more than once. It's still there. Doesn't get much safer than that. We asked him who we were keeping them safe from, but he never said. It was a pain in the arse, it's what it was. I had to trek all the way to that crazy biologist's office in the mining room this morning just to check the codes for Section C. But he obviously knew something about these mines we didn't. Some of the guys started acting weird. Not crazy weird, just not normal. That didn't stop a couple of them being carted off to mainland Europe for psychiatric help. It was no one I knew well, until an incident 3 days ago. We were in chemical storage when one of the guys who had seemed pretty straight just started shouting. It wasn't a normal kind of shouting. I'm not any kind of wordsmith, so I just don't know how to describe the noises he was making. We'll just have to stick with not normal. Anyway, he managed to hurt a couple of guys, damaging some equipment before we got him under control. Nothing serious. When we released him, he seemed okay. Phased, but alright. Didn't really know where he was. Faraway look in his eyes. That look, I'll remember that for the rest of my days, even if there aren't many more of them. His pupils weren't dilated, they just seemed to take up more space than should be possible. Black and horrible. Then he snapped and grabbed up one of the high-rated explosive packs. We knew what he intended, saw it in those eyes. Those that could made a run for it, but the guy was already bearing down on the foreman. He didn't have a chance. There were 5 of us who made it out of the exit shaft. Only 4 survived the explosion. The elevator shaft collapsed in on us, and now it's anyone's guess how many there are still trapped down here. The last thing I saw was those eyes. It seemed like they were staring at me, and me alone. Miles Staton. So I need to get to the chem lab to expose the codes on the blank sheet of paper. Can I move this? Oh. Fuck. Oh, fuck you. Okay. That could have gone better. Trying to remember what to do here. Is that it? What could possibly go wrong? Okay.
Ah, only the engraving etched in the back of my mind can compare to the sight you must be seeing. Now power has returned. I wish I could be there with you, but circumstances do not allow for such frivolities. Maybe soon there is something you can do about that. But tell me, are there upper-belted conveyances now churning in the rock room? I think I know what they mean. It is some kind of heaven or a utopia.
Okay. Can I throw this to knock this down? Oh my god.
are now such good and lasting friends. I have gifted you with my love. Perhaps you could gift me with something. After all, the laws of politeness would be shattered if you were to appear at my party without me. Poor Red is so hungry. He could eat both the horse and the young rippling stable hand. Sadly, pony flesh is so hard to come by in these parts, and man meat is just so bland. If your eyes happened upon a scurrying rodent, would you deliver the crunchy feast by way of a final meal?
Yikes. Two. Three. Eight. Jesus. Round. What to get through? And save. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face, he is terrible indeed. He watches the men writhe and turn. Still, father looks on, something vital in his hand. When I use these now, I feel as if I'm not the only one. It's getting crowded in there, like I'm just one visitor of many. Strange thing is, they all seem familiar.